Hi everybody. Today we are going to discuss about the circulatory system in invertebrates. As you know, the circulatory systems is very important in all different groups of animals. The circulatory system helps the animals to transport their foods and gases to different parts of the body, including excretion. So here we are going to look at how the circulatory systems are in different groups of invertebrates. The major functions of the invertebrates, the major functions of the circulatory system in the invertebrates are to circulate the food to different parts of the body and distributions of oxygens to all parts of the body and the removal of the carbon dioxide from the body, carry hormones and enzymes to different parts of the body, and collect and bring it to the outside and then dispose out of the body. So circulatory system actually helps in the both way to bring in the food and then throw out the waste. There are different types of transporting organs seen in different groups of animals. However, the major organs that is seen commonly in all the invertebrates are the circulatory fluids. Circulatory fluids are either the body fluid or the bloods. A system of tubes through which these body fluids are circulated is the blood vessel. So we are also going to see the blood vessels. Then these lymph and the blood need to be transported to different parts of the body. Probably it needs a certain pressure, so this pressure is being created by the heart. Therefore there are three different major organs seen in the circulatory system of invertebrates. Kingdom Protista. The animals in the the living organisms that are under kingdom Protista is very closely related to the animals. Therefore, we are talking about even the kingdom Protista. So the kingdom Protista, as you know, they are single-celled animals. The circulatory system is obviously it is absent, but circulation of the food materials is done by the streaming movement of the cytoplasm. The cell has got a cytoplasm, the fluid within the cell membrane. These fluids keeps on moving to a certain direction. As a result, the streaming movement of the cytoplasms helps the animal to transport food materials and the gases to different parts of the cells. The foods and oxygens are distributed through the cytoplasmic movement of the cytoplasmic movement called streaming. Now coming to the animal kingdom, we have seen 9 phylum. So 9 phyla. The 9 of the 9 phyla, we are going to look at the 8 phylum, the 8 phyla of animal kingdom, which falls under the invertebrates. So the first phylum, Porifera. In this animal, as such, there is no circulatory system. However, the circulatory system is being substituted by the canal system. You know, there are 3 different types of canal systems in the Porifera. So all those canal systems actually take the functions of a circulatory system. It tries to distribute the food across all parts of the body. Also helps to excrete the waste, throw the waste. So although there is no circulatory system, the food particles, or any waste that is produced within the body are being transported and excreted out by the canal system. Therefore, canal system is exactly the substitute for this animal in the phylum Porifera. Coming to the phylum Slenturata, they again this animal doesn't have a true circulatory system. However, the gastrovascular system that creates a water current due to the presence of tentacular movement, the tentacles moves, and due to the movement of the tentacles, the water current is being created. This water current enters to the mouth, and the biovascular enters into the vascular cavity, again pour out of the mouth. That is almost again substitutes the major function of the circulatory system. So these movement of water in and out helps actually to transport the nutritions and then even the respiratory gases. Therefore, this is an exact substitution to the circulatory system. In the phylum Platyhelminthes and then Nemahelminthes, once again the circulatory systems are totally absent because this animal lives in the host, so they normally do not require to have a circulatory system. However, in Nemahelminthes there is a pseudocoelom, a space where the fluids remains suspended with the amoebic cells. So pseudocoelomic fluid is almost like blood or the lymph of other animals. So here these animals has got this space allows the food particles and diffuse gases to move to different parts of the body. Otherwise, Platyhelminthes and Nemahelminthes, since they are parasites, they do not have a well-developed circulatory system. Mollusk. In the mollusk, this is the first group of animals which shows there is a circulatory system. The open type of circulatory system, there is no true hearts. Circulatory system consists of blood, pericardiums, heart, arteries, sinuses, and veins. We are going to see somewhat like similar to that of the heart. This pumping of this muscle around this structure helps to pump the blood. So blood directly goes to the tissue and ends there. Look at this. Just it ends in the tissue. It opens up into the tissue. So there is again another vessels which will again collect and bring it to this place, and then again that's how the circulations continues in this. So normally in the open circulatory system, the most of the time the blood directly go to the tissues and expose the tissue, totally baths in the body fluids or the circulatory lymph or the fluids. Coming to the annelids, the phylum Annelida is the first group of animal which shows a true circulatory system, having a hemocoelic canals that runs parallel to the anterior posterior. You see that there is a two tubes that runs side by side, and in the middle there is a somewhat bulging structure that connects to dorsal and the lateral tubes. These are called hearts, lateral hearts, and then there is a dorsal vessels and then ventral vessels. So they do not have any open places where the blood comes out of these blood vessels. So these blood vessels is totally closed, so blood circulates within these blood vessels, and there is a lateral hearts which keeps on pumping so that the blood moves towards anterior regions or the posterior regions. So although there is no heart, but a lateral canal serves as an heart as being contractile. So the blood is red pigmented and they have got a hemoglobin. So this is the first phylum indicating their true circulatory system. You can look at this. This is an orthome, so you are going to see there is a lateral heart and dorsal vessels and then ventral vessels. So because of the pumping of this lateral heart, or is called aortic arches, that helps the blood to circulate across the body. Coming to arthropods, the phylum Arthropoda, it has open and a closed type of circulatory system. The open circulatory system consists of arteries, sinuses, and veins. Sinuses and veins is present only in the closed circulatory system. So these arthropods has both. The blood is either colorless or with a blue color due to the presence of hemocyanins. So here, very interesting thing is the blood is not red, but blood seems to be a blue. So it has a heart. Heart has a chambered heart to pump the blood. So these arthropods has the heart-like structure that helps to pump the blood. So arthropods have either colorless blood or has got a blue blood, and blue blood is due to the presence of hemocyanin. Red blood is due to the presence of hemoglobin. Alright, now let's move to the echinoderms. The echinoderms has an open type formed by two systems, that is perihemal system and hemal system. That we know, the perihemal system derived from the coelom lined by the ciliated epithelium. It has enclosed the water vascular system and the perihemal system. So it consists of rings of genital sinuses, oral ring sinuses, axial sinuses, marginal sinuses, and peribranchial sinuses. So in this there is a two circulatory system. One, water vascular system, that has got a ring, and then it extends to the 5 arms, and the water keeps on circulating around. So along with that there is also perihemal system. Along with the water vascular system, there is a perihemal system which allows to circulate the blood around the body, arms, and it can helps to go to genitals, go to oral regions, mouth regions, and the axial regions, and also the marginal regions. So this kind of blood circulatory system is called perihemal system. This is very closely associated with the water vascular system. So hemal system derived from the blastocells and filled with coelomic fluid. So this I'm talking about the hemal system. This hemal system has got a blastocell and filled with the coelomic fluid, and it is similar to the circular system of annelids, arthropods, and mollusks. So it consists of oral hemal ring and aporal hemal ring. So even the water vascular systems is in the middle, and then on the aboral region there is a hemal ring, and then on the aboral region there is a hemal ring. So there are two hemal rings closely associated with the water vascular system. So this is the water vascular system, and there is a hemal ring associated with aporal and then oral regions. On the oral regions, on the upper part, and then also in the lower part. So there is a two ring system present. Hemal rings are present where coelomic fluids are circulated around, that helps to transport oxygens as well as the food materials. Alright, now to talk about the differences between the open type and then closed type of circulatory system. Open type of circulatory system has no capillaries. The blood vessels directly opens into the space called sinuses, where the body organs bath in the water and thus bath in the bloods. Thus direct exchange of materials takes place between the blood and the organs. These type of open type of circulatory systems are seen in the mollusk and the arthropods. So what you have to understand is here blood vessels pour the bloods into the tissue, so tissue baths in the blood. So whereas if you look at this closed circulatory system, no blood oozes out of the blood vessels or blood capillaries. The blood in the closed circulatory system, blood flow through the tubes called arteries and veins. These arteries and veins are connected by the capillaries. These blood does not come out of the blood vessels, and then there is no contact between the organs and tissue do not have a direct contact to the blood. Maybe it is contacted through the capillaries. The exchange of materials and the tissue occurs through fluid and lymph, such as these kind of systems are found in annelids, echinoderms, and the vertebrates. Generalizations. Now, the complexity of the circulatory system increases with the higher order of the phylum. No circulatory systems are found in the lower groups, particularly Porifera and Cylindres. Complex circulatory systems are seen in the echinoderms, because we saw there are two hemal systems closely associated with the water vascular system. The four phyla do not have a true circulatory system. Annelid is the earliest group of invertebrates that shows true circulatory system, having closed type of circulatory system. Arthropods has a circulatory system with the heart as a pumping organ. The advanced animals have closed circulatory system, including vertebrates. With this, I hope you have understood about the circulatory systems in a different vertebrates. Please read on to the text. I will urge you to go through those genetic books. Probably that will give you the books that has got some kind of comparative studies of circulatory system in the different invertebrates. With this, thank you so much.